In this section, I'm going to teach you about things to consider when creating an incident reporting process. Reporting procedures should include the following elements. First of all, an established feedback loop to ensure that incident updates and resolutions are communicated to those who reported the incident in the first place. A formal set of procedures are needed to ensure that only appropriate actions are taken. A formal information security incident reporting form should be used to consistently gather all important information pertaining to the incident. Otherwise, the type of information and the quality of that information may be suspect. But if a formal form is used, there's a better chance that you'll get consistent information and the right type of information in order to fight and deal with the incident when it occurs. Also included should be a reference to an established formal disciplinary policy and procedure for dealing with employees, contractors, or third-party users who commit security breaches. Now here's an example of the incident reporting form that's used at MuseLayer Productions. It's a very simple form, but it does cover a lot of valuable information. At the top, there's a contact information section that gives you some of the details about the person that reported the incident in the first place. You may need to reach out to that person again in order to gather additional information, so having this can be vital. The event details section gives you some specifics about the actual event that occurred, what day and time it occurred, what location it was recorded and reported in, what number of sites might be affected, number of people that may be affected, what kind of occurrence was it? Was it a weakness, an event, an incident? These are all valuable things to know when you're dealing with incident management. There's also the impact information. What kind of damage was done and how would you want to respond to this incident? What about the data sensitivity issue? There's a section for that. Is it public data? Is it private data? Is it restricted or confidential data? Depending upon the kind of data that was compromised, your reactions and responses may be different. And then there's the detailed description of the incident. This is all of the detailed data that you need in order to understand the sequence of events that occurred leading up to, during, and after the incident. So this is not just at the beginning, but when you finally are done resolving the incident, you're going to add all of the after incident detailed information here as well. So you have a complete historical review of what occurred during that incident cycle. Earlier in this module, I mentioned both incidents and weaknesses. And while an incident is an actual occurrence of an event that causes harm and disrupts normal operations, a weakness is an unwanted condition in an information system that has the potential to allow an incident to occur. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at weaknesses. So what should you do if a weakness is identified? Well, first of all, weaknesses should be reported immediately. Also, the person that's reporting the weakness should not, under any circumstance, attempt to test and validate the suspected weakness. Testing should only be carried out by authorized individuals. Unauthorized testing of weaknesses might be interpreted as a potential misuse of the system, and there could be disciplinary actions against the individual that was trying to do that test. So it should only be done by authorized individuals. It could also cause damage to the information system or service and result in legal liability to the individual performing the unauthorized testing, or it could even cause there to be legal liabilities to the company itself.